Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm Kevin and today we're back to our politics topic. So the point of the topic today is that we are going to talk about a country, a nation that is much more better than the other topic that I already said. So today our main character is China. Today we're gonna discuss about the type of government that China have in the history. And of course, we will talk about how they change. So the best things that we have today, that we talk about the way China changed from an empire government style into the meritocracy government. So let's see how it works. So meanwhile, at that time, the large parts of Asia was used to be ruled by just one king, and that king ruled an empire society. Empire, okay? So for people who don't know, an empire society is a society that there is just one leader and not have the way, like don't have the talent people to help them, and they just do anything by themselves. And the people who lead an empire society being called as emperor, and people like that were chosen by their military might, which means how they control the army and how they win the other country. So that's what an empire is. And of course, at the time, China also is an empire country. But after that, a few years, China started to have change. They changed from an empire society into a meritocracy. A meritocracy is a society that there is one king, is a very smart and also have the military might, but still they have their servant, people who are very talented that's been chosen, and that people or those people being called as civil servants. So that's the main topic we're gonna talk today. How and what is civil servant? So a civil servant is a servant that being chosen because they are too talented and they can help the country to make new way to get a better future. That's just very simple about how the civil servant is. Now let's come to how to become a civil servant. This part is much more complicated than what are them. Okay, so there's something we need to do if we want to be a civil servant. The first one, you have to go to study in China University for at least 4 years and pass the university. After that, you have to join the exams every year that's being celebrated by government. And of course, this exam very hard. And talking about the compete is very fiendish. You have to compete with like 3,000 more competitors, and there is just only one winner that could get the chance to keep going, and the others have to do the exams again next year. So that's how the exams goes. And of course, at that time, cheating in the exams that going to tell who is the government control or who is the servant in the government system is count as the sins that you could be used the sentence of death, or they could punish you by kill you. That's the most simple explanation about how they treat people who cheat. And of course, when you pass the exams, you got the job in the government. Still, that job is not such a big job. It's just a junior, which means a small job. And if you want to get a better job and upgrade your level in the government, you have to pass 9 more exams. Okay? And of course, in Europe and in Asia, before the 19th century, people got government jobs if they were members of ruling families. The ruling families, which means that your father is the president. So of course you will be the president when your father died. That's how we call the people who let their families take control or take the job like them. And those people will be called as nepotism. But the Chinese system eventually inspired European government to give people jobs just based on their knowledge. their talent and their score from the exams. As you guys can see, depend on going to talk or compare to society of European and Chinese. We could see that European have more disadvantage than Chinese system of government or government system. So the government system of Chinese could make everybody have the right and have the chance to take control of the part of the government by the talent. And of course, people who talent controlling the world or controlling the nation will lead the nation to a better future. But still, at that time, this is the best thing that Chinese people can do. Doesn't mean that this is the things that didn't have any disadvantage. There's still some disadvantage in the system of Chinese government. Let's take some example. The first one, there's maybe some type of people who are very talented since they're born. And of course, after they're born, they have a lot of smart talent. They can do lots of jobs. They can go into count very fast, and they can make a lot of plan. Still, the only problem that prevents them to be the government servant, that they don't have enough money to go into university. And that thing decide all, because to join the exam you have to go into the university and pass it. And people who don't have enough money to do that cannot be the talented people that the government wants. So that's the first problem. The second problem, that there's some type of people who are not good at job. Who are not good at score, not good at competition. They are not good at exams. They cannot do theories. But when it comes to things like the real life action, they take it more better than people who have the high score in an exams or a test. Yeah, that's how it goes. People who have those kind of talent will going to be very good for a government, because they will going to take reality action real quick, and not like people who just have knowledge but don't know how to use that knowledge in real life, right? Know how to do some things but don't know why that thing works. It's better than know why that thing works but don't know how to make it, right? So the last problem that I know is that there's some people who already smart, already have money to pass university, and already get a job in junior job in the government. Still, they cannot make it. Why is that? Because things you know is your knowledge, but your knowledge is different from your vision. The vision will going to make you know what's happening in the future, guess them, and try to prevent them or make them happen better, depending on what they are, and that make your nation or your government grows better. But people who have just knowledge but don't know how to use that knowledge, and also don't know and don't have the vision of looking about the reality situations that are happening in their nation, could not do anything. They may be information trees that others people in the government would need, but they cannot do anything themselves because they don't know the reality case and the reality solution for that case. Okay, so that's all I want to talk with you guys today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys on my next video. And now it's time for us to say goodbye then. See you in my next video then. Bye.